Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. 8 o'clock on a Monday, President's Day. Hope everyone is enjoying some time off. And if you're up, maybe you got to go to work. Let us know what you do, where you are, what you're doing, what you're up to, why you're up, and what your day holds.
Oh, my gosh. It's a lot. Whoa. See, my microphone keeps dropping here.
Well,
They're tired of hearing from me.
hope you had a nice weekend. Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah, we had a busy weekend.
Yeah? Go
on. We went to see Eric Church on Friday night.
Did he take you there
Did he take you there?
to church?
Oh. Yeah, he was great, actually. He had a 22, I was trying to count. I think there's like 22-piece band.
Wow.
He had French horn.
Like
It was
my
cool.
wedding.
It was really cool. He was really good. Singers. It was great.
That's awesome. Hi,
And
Mom.
then, Saturday night, we just had dinner at home, but we celebrated Bandit's birthday.
Oh, that's so sweet. You're posting pictures right now on your Facebook.
I did post pictures. You
Okay.
can pull them up if you want to. They're so cute.
Linda, good morning to you. Thank you for the laughs this morning. Ed, you said because of the fog, Lake Erie looked eerie. It is Lake Erie. You're right. I was thinking about that after it came out of my
Looks
mouth.
Eerie.
That's so funny. Barbara says she loves the blue on blue. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. What do you think about
Well,
that?
yes, because I said blue and gold.
And I think I did a pretty good job.
Good job.
Thank you. I didn't want to wear the other blue and gold tie that I have because I just wore it.
You did. Yeah.
But that's okay. I have another one. So it all's well that ends well. What more can we say? Connie just saw your pictures on Facebook. Oh my God, congratulations, Kathy.
Oh,
Yay!
There's a
That's
wedding.
awesome.
Tell us all the. There's my sweet.
Oh, I thought he was
baby.
wearing glasses.
Bandit.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. Just his mask.
Oh. Okay, go to the next one. Oh.
Cute.
Okay, go to the next one.
Cute.
That was actually from Logan's
Yeah.
birthday, but because you can see the tree still in the background. But so
Oh.
cute.
Where did he get that cookie from?
Well, he got it from his Granby.
So nice.
Probably the pet supply.
Yeah.
Pet whatever store. He loves those kind of cookies. Those are his favorites. So cute.
Crazy,
And
right?
she had gotten him that, and then a little one that said "I hurt you," and she gave that to him like the day
No.
before. But as soon as he hears that little bag, and he's like,
He knows.
you know, like they
Yep.
sniff all the time. It's so funny.
So funny.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you about my Valentine's Day. I spent the first 3 hours of it in the hospital, thinking I had a blood clot in my leg after knee surgery a few weeks ago. So I walked in there, and they're like, "Oh, we know who you are." And I'm like, "Great." So they brought me into a room. The nurse comes in. She's like, "I know who you are." Great. I'm like, "I think I'm dying."
Were they like the world's biggest hypochondriac? Because
Well,
they
okay.
should have called me.
Let me tell you something. So I texted my sister, who, by the way, is a nurse, and she said I should get it checked out.
She is always going to err on the side of caution. She
Yeah.
is a nurse.
She's
She
very
is your
smart.
sister.
She's very smart.
Let me tell you who she should have texted. Your co-anchor. Who?
Well-
Dana, if you're watching, Ed's sister. I hear this stuff all
I
the
know.
time.
Oh, okay, so let me tell you what happened. I was in immense pain. Like my leg was really, really hurting me Friday into Saturday night, and I was up in the middle of the night, of course, reading about it, and it said that if you have knee surgery, you could potentially get a blood clot. So I'm like, crap.
Okay, I'm sorry. So wait, real quick. Just where were you reading this?
Online.
Oh,
Everything you read on the internet is true.
you went to Dr. Internet.
Yeah.
I was just checking.
Actually,
Okay.
I went to Dr. Duranch's office. So I'm reading this, and I'm like, I think I need to go to the hospital because, like I said, I was in a lot of pain.
I would also just like to say, I'm not one who would ever say ignore pain. I would never say anything like that. I would
Right.
never say anything. It's just like when you know the person.
Yes. But what if it was something and everyone's like,
Better to have it checked out.
Exactly.
However,
right.
I recall the day that you were telling me about your appendix. You thought your appendix burst. You're pretty sure your appendix burst. You're pretty sure your appendix burst. So we reach out to my girlfriend who's a nurse, and he's pointing where it
No,
hurts.
she's a
and
doctor.
She's a nurse. And she goes,
Chrissy Fanning?
not Chrissy, Rachel, remember?
Oh.
And she goes, wrong side. That's wrong side for your appendix. Ed. Like, you're okay. You probably just, and guess what? Fine.
Well, so yes, Connie, I was taking blood thinners. I was taking aspirin and stopped taking it because, like, the surgery was so long ago, there was no need to keep taking it. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I screwed myself by stopping the aspirin. So I went to the hospital, nothing. No problem. It's just going to cost me $1 million now. And at least my mind is at ease. So that's all I could ask for.
And you can't put a price on that.
Correct.
I'd love to know what that costs because
It's going to be
I've never
a
had my
ton of
mind at
money.
ease.
Oh.
So, maybe one of these days.
So funny. So anyway, so I'm walking out of the room, and the lady at the front desk goes, "Are you?" And I said, "I am." And she goes, "Oh my God, I saw your name in the computer, and I was hoping everything is okay. Is everything okay?" And I said, "Yes, everything is fine." And I said, "I had knee surgery a couple of weeks ago." She goes, "I know you were off." It was so funny. Exactly, Peter. Blood clots are no joke. I had a blood clot in September, went to the ER, and it was a DVT where some of the clots went to the lung to cause pulmonary embolism. Exactly.
No, you should always get it looked at.
I'm not ready to die.
The thing is, he just goes 0 to 60 really easily.
I know. I'm always at it. I feel like I'm always at a 10.
Like, you have to know that about him with, not with everything, but just like with the medical stuff. Like, he goes 0 to 60 and like, this wouldn't have been the first time I've heard him mention a possible blood clot. It would have been like the 50th time.
It's big, Mark. It's large.
Seriously, Mark, they're probably like, it's Stranch again.
Well, that's exactly what I felt like when I walked in. Yeah. I don't know, like, I felt like I needed to, I even woke Russ up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, I think I need to go to the hospital. And he's like, okay, we'll worry about this in the morning.
It's like, if you make it until then, we'll do it.
Oh, God. I know. She's a nurse too, but always knows to call. Yep. I freaked out over a dry patch once. Needless to say, a Vaseline and bandage. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Russ is a hypochondriac also. I sure know that. Your bills are going to trickle in. Didn't I already pay this? It was the Mac Center. So I guess it's the emergency room, right?
Well, glad you're still with us.
I know. Here, I'm alive.
Thrilled that you're
I'm like
still with
Celine
us.
Dion. I'm alive. Anyway, but speaking of Valentine's Day, this is actually a crazy story. A Buffalo police officer is accused of shooting and killing his wife on Valentine's Day about 5 o'clock at night. And then the question became, well, where is this guy? His name is Lance Woods. He's 53 and basically disappeared for a couple of hours. He had to be tracked down by police, both Buffalo and Amherst. He was arrested by Amherst police and is now locked up at the Niagara County Jail, charged with second-degree murder. And his wife, I don't want to butcher her name, but it was Scott. I can't say it right now. Her name is Alexis.
So
he shot and killed her, according to police.
It's a really sad, obviously, it's a really sad story. And they had 2 kids. And then apparently the kids were dropped off with relatives. And then police were able to track him down. And again, he's arrested. He's facing murder charges. So we'll be following this today. Skyless, I think, is how we were saying it. I think that's how they were. We try to like always go with what police are saying or what we hear, So I think that's how they were saying it, if anybody knows differently.
Kathy says lots of domestic violence with people in law enforcement. And look, here's what we should point out. Police have told us point blank there were no calls to this house for domestic violence. However,
in the past, they had said, right?
Right. If you need help, there are resources that are available for you. And we've got all that information on WKBW.com. Now, I want to point something out. I did some digging over the weekend. Yesterday, really, and found out that he's been a member of the police force since 2008. And here he is for a promotion ceremony when he was promoted to detective, in between former Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown and former Buffalo Police Commissioner Dan Dorenda. He did work as a school resource officer at one point. He also worked in the B District, which serves much of downtown Buffalo. But listen to this. He's not in the police union and is, in fact, I think one of the only police officers who is not in the union.
That's interesting.
He exercised what's called his Janus rights, and it was a Supreme Court case allowing public employees to essentially say,
leave the union.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the union.
Dues,
exactly. So, he really doesn't have any union protection. And normally when a police officer faces some sort of charge or administrative issue, they are suspended immediately with pay as per their union contract for 30 days.
And you'll hear from the union reps as well, like when something like this happens.
Right.
And a lot of the time they provide legal assistance, things like that.
This case, though, is completely different, and his status with the department at this point is unclear. Paula says, "Not in the union, big mistake." Dwayne says, "Domestic violence is not love. People get out of there, save your life." It's so hard when you see something like this because it's so much easier to say get out of there when you're not in it.
Sure. Well, and also we truthfully don't know if
Right.
this was, I mean, I'm not saying that like a husband-wife situation, something like this happens, like, of course you're going to think domestic violence. We also just don't know if there was a history.
Right.
Or if this had been a first, like we just don't know. We don't have that information right now. So for us to start speculating is not worth anything, right?
And Howard, I don't think the union can save his job over the situation, nor would
they
I.
want to,
Right. Well, and so that's kind of not really my point. My point was, we don't know his status, and because normally people who are in the union are suspended at some point for 30 days with pay is pretty standard. But the question is, okay, well, what is this guy's deal?
Right.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
Kim says it's hard for women to get out. Lauren says exactly. There are a few stories going around. No one knows the truth right now, and we're working to find out. I think it's going to be a little difficult today to try and get that actual tangible information because it's a holiday.
Yeah.
But needless to say, we're going to be digging in and trying to get as much as we can.
Yeah.
It's a sad story, especially when you know that kids are involved.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's horrible.
Awful.
Okay, let's talk about this story. Because I'm interested if parents, how would you feel about this? Whether or not your kids are younger still or if they were younger at one point. Because Lyft is now expanding a service where it'll let you book a ride for a child between the ages of 13 and 17. Totally get the convenience factor here. Like maybe you can't leave a meeting. Maybe you can't leave work that day. You're going to, whatever, see if you get your kid to practice with the Lyft. Would you be comfortable doing that though? Would you be comfortable putting your 13-year-old in a Lyft?
Well, and here's the other question, too. What's the alternative? At this point, is it call a friend? Is it call a family member,
Or
a
they
relative?
don't get somewhere, they're not able to
Right.
get to practice. Like, and I get it. Like, it's hard,
Well, and those teenagers who are of driving age, listen to this. Federal data shows 1 in 4, only a quarter of 16-year-olds nationwide had a license in 2022, which is down almost 20% from 1994.
So we have fewer teens wanting to go get their licenses. And we also have Lyft now expanding eligibility here, saying, well, we'll take teenagers where they need to go.
So I wonder what is it in this generational divide that says that teenagers say, we don't want to get our license. I wonder, and Jordan, who's our 6 a.m. producer, I want to bring Jordan in because she is, 24, Jordan? 24, turning 25 in August, never wanted to get her license.
What did you just say, Jamal?
I said ODED.
Oh, okay.
So,
Old Ed or
old Ed,
Old
yeah,
Ed.
I guess so. It's so funny. I never actually felt old until we started bringing in the children here.
Don't even with the old.
I know. Well, you're older than
I've got
everyone.
y'all beat.
You're among the oldest.
I know.
Okay, why didn't you want to get your license, Jordan?
I think a few different factors.
Can you move
One-
the microphone close to you?
Yeah, I got it. All right, I think you got me now. A few different factors.
Get your license, Jordan.
One for me, anxiety on the roads. Like I feel like I only want to focus on myself, and I hate, the defensive driving portion of it. Like always having to worry about others around me.
Sure.
I feel like I would just want to focus on myself, and also too, I don't know how much of a money-saving tactic it is. I think just the fact of not having to pay for car insurance every month, gas,
A car?
oil changes, a car in general. I think all of that kind of plays a factor into it. I mean, I grew up in a town that had a lot of access to transit, like public transit. I went to college where there was public transit. In LA, when I studied over there was public transit everywhere. So I guess kind of grew up with that. And so I think there's those factors, and also think my generation is also more so the carpool generation. Like at least if you know at least one friend has a license, then you're gonna get a ride guaranteed. Like I know for me-
Guaranteed.
well, almost guaranteed. Because even with my close best friends in New Jersey, and our little group of us, there's 6 of us, only 2 of us have a license. The other 4 don't because of similar reasons that I said, or just other reasons that they still don't want it. Period. So I think that kind of plays a factor into it.
Interesting. Melissa says her daughter's getting her permit on Friday, but deathly afraid of her driving. I'm going to be a wreck.
Yeah.
And, to that point, Jordan, Diane had a good point, too. A lot of people can't afford adding kids to their insurance.
Yep. This
Yeah.
saying car insurance is expensive for students. It definitely is. It's expensive for everybody.
I also think this generation too has to deal a lot with student loans and everything on top of that. So when they're having to pay off the student loans, they have to worry about that. And also, a lot of times jobs require you, especially depending on what field you're in, to move. So you have to go pay rent on top of that too.
Well, what would you do if you moved to a place where there was no public transportation? Uber, Lyft?
Uber, Lyft probably still. I mean, if it really got down to a point, I would maybe try to brave myself up a little bit, try to get a little bit more bravery when it comes to, wanting to be behind the wheel.
Well,
But
when
right
you
now I have no real desire.
When you think about, okay, let's think realistically how much everybody's car insurance differs, right? About how much you pay, but how much would you say you might pay a month in your car insurance? It's hard for me to say because ours is together with our house. You know,
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let's say,
I paid
Probably $1,000.
do you know how much
for
you
the
pay
year.
in general? Give me a concept, Jamal. Just a monthly, you might pay what?
I pay $200, but for people my age, that's pretty cheap. That's
A month or what, Jamal?
yeah, it's a month.
A month. Okay, so let's say you pay a couple
What's a
hundred
car
bucks.
payment?
Then let's say, car payments are even more now.
Right.
Let's say you
Yeah.
don't have a total beater car.
Yeah, my car payment is $400.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you move
cars
the
are-
mic closer to Jamal?
Cars
We
could
can't
be,
hear
let's
him.
say, $500 a month. Some of
Yeah.
them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right?
My car payment's $400, and my car insurance is $200, which is fine. I afford it fine.
But so
Sorry,
what I'm
yeah,
saying is
but-
Jordan could take multiple Ubers and Lifts and not even be there.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's a
know,
great point.
I think right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Yeah.
also, I don't, lift every single time I come to work. I mean, when I come to work, I lift. But going home, I take the bus, and it's only $2 a ride. So
Do you use that Metgo thing?
the transit.
card?
Yeah. Or not Metco. It's off of Metco. It's Token Transit. It's
Okay.
it's kind of like a subsidiary of it.
Interesting.
But I only
Wow.
pay, I think, probably with Ubering to work and then taking a bus back home, probably only $100 something a month.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm saving, like he said, what, 600 total?
Yeah.
So about $500 a month.
Right.
So,
Wow.
So Barbara, that's kind of like my thought. Okay, so you're going to use rideshare a few times. You're going to take the bus a few times. You're probably saving.
So
here.
what do you do for groceries and a Target run and done kind of thing?
I do free grocery delivery with Walmart Plus. So
Okay.
I pay, I think, $30 a year in that. I
Okay.
can't remember. It's so I get all that for free, basically.
So, I mean, if you want to go to Target or something, you just get in an Uber.
Yeah, if
Okay.
there's a store I want to go to, if I want to go, let's say, the Galleria or,
Yeah.
to my hair appointments, because my hair is all the way up in Clarence. I'll Uber there, obviously, 'cause there's
Yeah.
no bus over there.
Sure.
I mean, there's a bus to the Galleria, but that Galleria bus takes an hour, basically, from here, probably, so.
Well, so it's interesting because the people, Lauren says she doesn't want creeps driving her around. The people who are driving these kids would have to have a background check, have safe driving records, and positive feedback histories. So parents would also be able to track their child's location if they aren't already. I don't know. What do you make of that? The idea that you can just put your kid in a ride share.
I feel like I would have a really hard time with it. I mean, my kid's still very little, but
Right? You still have years.
but even just the idea makes me so nervous.
Yeah. I feel like have things changed?
But then I was just thinking about what that other mom said that her daughter was going to start driving. That's going to make you nervous
Right,
too.
exactly. But I'll tell you, I could not
I know, me too.
wait
Me too.
to get my license.
Me too.
I could not wait because it was a matter of freedom.
Yes.
And it was like the most, I don't know. I felt like I was finally untethered.
You could, yeah. I mean, I was really looking forward to it.
But then it was like, please take your sister here. Please take your sister there.
That was the condition. So I got my dad's old big car, but the condition was I had to drive my brother to school every
Right,
day,
exactly.
which is Fine.
Lyft and Uber are great when we're on vacation. We don't rent a car, so it's just so convenient. There you go. I'm not getting you started. I don't even want to go there because I'm sure there are stories to tell. If you don't want to take your kids to things, then don't have kids. Be a parent. Ooh.
Harsh.
Ooh, that is a tough one, maybe.
Amy, but what if you're in a meeting? What
Yeah,
if
what if you
what if there's like a conflict? What if like grandma can't come?
And
or...
I do think that like parents, I think parents have to kind of like work with each other too. And I've
Yeah.
seen my girlfriends do it with their friends, like because life is different now. People do have to work. Like both parents have to work.
Well, and
a
so
lot of the time.
Jeanette's kind of on that same page. I think it shows that we're too busy as parents to parent. I think it's sad, actually, stretching our kids too thin with too many activities or adults working too much. It's a balancing act.
So I do think that there's probably something to having kids in too many things. Like,
Sure.
do they really need to be doing something every single night? You know what I mean? Like, and I do get that. Like, I have a girlfriend who really didn't put her kids into sports until they got older because she was like, you know what? She's like, you only get so much family time, you know, and they're only little for so long. You can travel, you know, you do whatever. But I also think like parents have to help each other out when it comes to the carpooling stuff like that. Like, but you got to find the people you trust and all these different,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
Crystal says in the 90s, I knew kids who took a cab. I feel like that was always an option. I don't know that I would ever take a
No, we
cab.
never did, yeah.
No, I don't know that I ever went anywhere where I'd take a cab. Sarah though says I'm never letting my kids drive. Why? Why not, Sarah?
I mean, my dad tried to teach me when I was like really young, but I mean, I just still never really got into it. But I will say as well, like even when it comes to like the whole tracking thing, like on the locations, like I don't mind that too much because at least like my parents don't really do it too much anymore. Like only if I'm going on like long distances. Like
Yeah.
I think the last time they asked me to go send them my location was when I was coming back from like a concert all the way up in Lewiston at like 10 o'clock at night.
Art Park, yeah.
Yeah, so, but I don't think it's like that bad. I mean, also just teach your kids like when you're doing the Uber anyway. Oh, like ask them like what your name is or like
all the safety
yeah,
features.
the safety, yeah. Because like I don't get into an Uber or a Lyft unless a person like says my name, like oh Jordan, whatever. Because obviously you can get into anyone's car. So
Sure. Smart.
Paula's got a great point. I'm a single mom, work 2 jobs. She's like Dolly Parton, a single mom who worked 2 jobs.
that's Reba.
Reba, sorry. Never had a need for
Thank
Uber
you,
or a
Jordan.
cab.
No problem.
Sorry. Amy says your kids need to be a priority. I figured out my kids' sports and I had 3 kids. I don't know, man. I think I appreciate what you're saying, Amy, as we share voices on all sides, but I think it's tough. I think that's
Well, I think that you're probably, if you had to work full time, your kids probably wouldn't have the luxury of playing those sports. Do you know what I
Fair,
mean? Like
yeah.
you would just say, "Mom, I'm sorry, I can't do it." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
or walk.
That's what I did.
That's what I did for a
I
while
did
too in
too.
college.
I walked everywhere.
see that walking wasn't really like where I went to school. I
college,
could
I
never
had
have
to.
walked. It
Yeah.
was too far.
My
so.
friends and I in college used to go walk, even in senior year, because we had like a bus on campus, but the bus would never really line up with our classes, so we would have to walk a good 20, 25 minutes to class from where we lived.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you walk backwards uphill, Jordan, in the snow?
Yes. And if it got, of course.
So
yeah,
funny.
yeah. I think it's just kind of like a family decision. Hey, like, what can you do? Obviously, a roof over a head is more important than playing
No kidding.
baseball, basketball. You know, so if mom's got to work or dad's got to work, it is what it is. But like, you do want kids to have every experience too. It's so hard.
I mean, even as a young adult, 20-something, I used to love coming home, taking the Long Island Railroad from the city, and knowing that there was a cab there. Uber and Lyft wasn't around yet.
Right, yeah.
But knowing there was a cab there, I still chose to walk.
yeah.
I figured I'm like, okay, A, I could walk it off, and B, you need the exercise.
Honestly, if it's nice enough weather out here, sometimes I'll walk home. Like if it's like nice enough.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you live close, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll do that all the time.
Diane says, I used to take Brian to hockey practice at 6 a.m., go back, pick him up,
Yep.
get him to school, and go to work.
Yep.
That is dedication. And you know what? And that's why Brian is the way he is. He
So
is
sweet.
a very hardworking, very kind man.
Look what Crystal says. Adding your kid to her insurance minute jumped $200 a month.
Wow.
Jamal's just like, yep. He's nodding over there. I know.
Barbara, whatever works for each family, not for us to judge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Jordan, what is the VO from IN03SA?
That's the, whatchamacallit, Breeze, the dating app. that doesn't
Oh,
let
okay,
you.
okay. How about this? Any singles out there in the last 5 minutes? This is kind of interesting. What would you say if, or well, I don't know, would you do this? Here's another, would you do this? A dating app that instead of allowing you to chat with the person that you matched with, you instead had to go meet them on a blind date.
Absolutely not.
What would you do? Do you think this? I mean, are people using this app? Or what do you think about that?
I have never. I was just beyond the dating app thing,
Yeah,
so I never did that. Like I never chatted with anybody I didn't know.
you were never on Tinder or Hinge.
No. But I'm old,
As someone
and I
who-
knew my husband. Like
Yeah, fair.
As
through other
someone who
people.
is young and single, I would never do that. Like, I would rather want to talk to the person first before I even like.
Right. Know if they're a
wanna-
creep or a killer.
Exactly.
how do you know that?
I don't know. Like, what's your name? I want to Google you. Let me LexisNexis you.
Exactly.
That's true.
Let me do your background check.
But like, people
What?
used to meet at bars. People used
That's
to meet.
true. That's a
like,
good
Yeah.
point.
I will say, as I got older, before like I started dating Paul, I would go out with my girlfriends and be like, oh, maybe I'll meet somebody tonight. And it was, I will say, I felt like the times had changed, that it was hard to meet someone because
Yes.
like people were not coming up to talk to other people anymore.
right.
They were connecting different ways.
Okay, so Jen says yep. Jen and Kathy, you both would use this app? Oh, okay. I turned into a private investigator.
Oh, she's saying,
okay.
she's saying, yeah.
Okay.
uh-huh.
Howard, stay single. It's the best and easiest way of life.
Linda met her husband at work. Who was her boss.
Whoa! Scandalicious. Linda.
How about Paula? So you get there 30 seconds in, you're like, no.
Right. Bye-bye.
Hasn't everybody like had a date like that over the years though? Like if somebody
Yeah.
set you up or this and this.
Jamal.
Jamal, tell us what happened.
You don't have to, Jamal.
You know,
Hold on, move the mic closer to Jamal. We can't hear him.
Jamal, you don't have to.
Jamal, let's hear your
No,
story.
it's fine. It's fine. I don't talk to this girl anymore. Obviously.
What happened?
I like took this girl to like a restaurant my freshman year. It was like maybe a minute in. I was like, nah.
What was it? Why not?
It was just bad.
Yeah,
Bad
you-
vibes. Didn't mesh with her at all.
I get it. Look, sometimes you're just not compatible.
100%. 100%.
Wait,
Wait, but Jamal, did you ask her out?
Nah. We were just kind of talking, and then like she kind of like made the plans. I was like,
Okay.
all right.
she slid into your DMs.
Got it. Stop it. So,
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Player.
God. Okay, so in that situation, it's kind of like it's like a mix between that app and the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
my God, I love Jamal.
God.
I also really love Jordan. Jordan, what's your worst dating experience?
I don't have any. I've never.
Jordan.
Don't go there.
Jordan.
Do not go there. No. I've always been single for my basically entirety on Earth. I've never dated a guy. I've never gone on a single date.
Huh. I don't believe that for a second.
Well, you have your own little thoughts that I'm not going to air on here. So
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, Kim met her husband at Mr. Goodbar.
Ah, 47 years. Wow, how old is that bar?
Wow. How old is that bar? Did you say?
Yeah.
Mr. Goodbar? I guess pretty old.
No kidding,
Jesus.
Mark.
Excuse me,
Jeez.
Mark. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Crystal, though, says, I met my boyfriend on Facebook dating 5 years this year. Wow, that's awesome. We need to change that for her. Okay, let's find Jordan a date. Let's find Jordan.
Yes.
Oh my God. No,
Jordan,
do not do this.
where the hell is your husband?
Oh my God.
that's what I want to know.
What's taking him so long? Okay, if you know somebody
Oh my God. No.
and they're nice and smart,
Normal.
normal,
Listen, I want no
good
part of this,
looking-
but I will say give her something normal. Comes down to it.
Yeah, drop the Instagram tag.
Yeah, Jordan, what's your IG?
Oh my God.
I ain't
no.
doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that.
God, this brings me back to when I was still single and you were constantly trying to hook me up with people.
He did that with Taylor when you were gone. He did
God, it was awful.
that with Taylor
my
Epps.
God.
Listen, I think we should have
The
second
one
cup
time on
matchmaker.
TV, it actually popped up the other day.
Yeah.
It was like years ago on TV, and he's just like, if anybody wants to get a hold of Katie, here's my cell phone number. And I'm like,
Hey, down
what
to
is
that.
happening?
Here is my
Hi,
cell
Dom.
phone number, 716-713-3514.
Our friend Dom is back.
Hi, Dom. Oh, I
Hi,
know. Yeah.
Dom.
And I mean, that's not fun.
Look at your
What?
mom.
What's not fun?
Faceless pictures, faceless torsos.
Jesus.
Oh, Jordan.
Listen, Ed has one thought. I'm just not airing that. So
All right, everybody. It's
Thank
been
you,
a
Katie.
lovely second cup.
Thank you,
all for
Katie.
joining us, and we will see you right back
You're
here.
lucky, Jordan.
And we will
Thank
see
you,
you
Katie.
right back here
yes.
tomorrow morning.
Goodbye.